More than 13 million people live in Metro Manila. Pollution has long been a problem here. According to the World Health Organization, the Philippines has an exceptionally high rate of air pollution-related deaths. Postal delivery worker Albert Lazada struggles to make his way through this congestion every morning. But he's one of the few people in the city with an e-moped and can travel from A to B quietly and without creating any emissions.
Here in
the Pasig district of Manila, I would always go by e-moped given the choice. It's quieter and it doesn't pollute the air. You also save on gas money. The other motorbikes around me are really loud. I feel much more relaxed on my moped. It's a lot less stressful.
The Philippines' electric postal fleet is part of a model project co-funded by the United Nations and the Philippine Energy Ministry. A total of 30 vehicles already run on electricity. Metro Manila wants to become an environmental pioneer and cut traffic congestion with new concepts. Pasig is one of 10 model cities worldwide where electromobility is being promoted with funding from the European Union and the International Climate Initiative. But it's not that simple, and the mayor of Pasig knows just how urgently change is needed.
Climate change and air pollution are definitely problems for us globally, right? But here in Pasig, as a highly urbanized city in the middle of Metro Manila, air pollution is definitely a big problem. Recently, we just completed our greenhouse gas inventory, and we see that the rates of air pollution in the city are alarming, to say the least. And we need to do whatever we can to lower these numbers in the near future.
Tojo Motors wants to profit from this switch to electromobility. Based to the south of Metro Manila, for 7 years now, it's been building a range of electric vehicles, including these jeepneys. Currently, Tojo Motors still imports all its components from China.
The vision is actually producing and engineering locally for our local customers. So our mission is to have Filipino people enjoy electric vehicles as their mode of transportation for public and private.
But the company still relies on support from the Philippine government and the EU. What's more, e-mobility has yet to properly take off in the country, and the technical specifications have yet to be finalized.
The heart of the whole thing is the electric battery. And we need to get a good mix between the size of the battery and what would be affordable for the market.
At the moment, hardly anyone in the Philippines buys electric cars for private use. Nifty is a startup that builds folding bicycles. It originally made electric ones too, but with that proving unprofitable, the two founders now only upgrade bikes with batteries.
The parts that we get costs the same as a whole e-bike that you get from China. So for a startup, it's very difficult to compete, especially in such a new market, such a market where it's very price sensitive.
Inko Mafuri is a co-founder of the startup. He and his team make standard folding bikes. He's a cycling enthusiast and keen to contribute to efforts to reduce traffic congestion.
Our cities were not designed to have other modes of transportation, especially yung mga two-wheeled lightweight transportation ones. So, if your city is not meant for bicycles, electric bicycles would also be challenging.
Electromobility comes at a high price. It's still too expensive for most people here and hasn't gained widespread acceptance, according to the mayor of Pasig. Still, the desire for a cleaner and more environmentally friendly city is growing. So what would the people we talk to like to see 30 years from now?
I hope that congestion will have eased by 2050, especially if more people use electric vehicles, whether they're motorbikes, bicycles, or cars. I hope there will be more of them because it'll improve traffic.
Pasig in 2050, hopefully it's a city wherein all modes of transportation are not just accepted but widely used, where private vehicles do not dominate the roads.
The vehicles are not owned by the people, but instead you buy the service. And that is strongly anchored on smart solutions, wherein e-mobility plays a major role.
In 2050, I hope that Metro Manila embraces cycling as an infrastructure, as a way for people to move around. You know, we have bike lanes here that take us around the different cities, covered with trees.
It's a vision that seems a world away from the current congested reality of Manila. By 2050, up to 23 million people will live in the region, making the need for new mobility concepts all the more pressing.